friends, and welcome back to the Fit Curls. My name is Angela, this is Tiger, and today we are going to be showing you how I protect my curls while I sleep. This video was actually requested by a few of you in the audience, so thank you guys so much for giving me a little bit of direction. Keep the ideas coming. Whatever you guys want to see, let me know. I'll see what I can do about it to make it happen. So, I have a couple of very simple options for you when it comes to preserving your hairstyle overnight. And without further ado, let's get it going. Before I started doing any kind of research or study or really care of my natural curls, anytime I wore my hair in its natural state, I would go to sleep and wake up the next morning wondering how lightning had struck my head overnight. One of my top priorities when I really started learning how to take care of my curls was to figure out what the heck I could be doing overnight to cancel this problem out. And that's when I found out what the number one culprit really was. You guys ready for this? Yep. It was my pillowcase. I spent my entire life sleeping on ye old cotton pillowcase. Now this one happens to be a really nice cotton pillowcase. It's a nice fine weave, very soft. It gets softer every time I wash it, which is amazing. But cotton is a fabric that absorbs moisture, so it can suck moisture right out of your hair and your skin. And it also causes friction. Cotton is not immune to friction, which means if you're a wild sleeper, like I am, your head is going to be rubbing back and forth on this pillow, causing all sorts of friction and grabbing and tangling and frizzing and breaking. So, number one priority when it comes to preserving your curls overnight, ditch the cotton pillowcase. Instead, Exhibit B. Look at that shine. This, my friends, is a silk pillowcase. You can go either silk or satin, both of which are totally acceptable options. And the difference between silk, satin, and cotton is friction and moisture absorption. Where cotton absorbs moisture and causes friction, silk does not absorb any moisture, so it leaves all of that much needed water in your hair and in your skin, bonus. Plus, your hair will glide over the surface of the pillowcase, which will not cause any sort of friction, so you're going to prevent a ton of frizz and knots and breakage from building up. So, number one tip, definitely invest in a satin or silk pillowcase. Now, some of you may want to stop at that satin or silk pillowcase. And honestly, depending on your hair type, that might be plenty for your curls. But we here at the Fit Curls prefer to, how shall we say this, take out a bit more of an insurance policy on my hairstyle. So, there are a few options, like protective styling. I know a lot of curly girls who talk about sleeping with their hair in a pineapple, which basically is just pulling up all of your curls in a pile right on the top of your head so it looks like the crown of a pineapple. I personally do not do this. And the primary reason is I have fine textured hair. With the texture of my curls, it makes them very malleable. So if I pull my hair up for too long, say 8 hours overnight, I'm gonna wind up with all sorts of stretched out roots, very straight, flat top of my hair, and some pieces around my face are just gonna look limp and stretched. Instead, I use a satin bonnet. Allow me to demonstrate. Am I still looking at the camera? I can't see anything. Every night before I go to bed, all I do is slip this sucker on like so. I'm gonna flip my head upside down. Yeah. Take this lovely stretchy band, go from the nape of my neck and pull the band over to my forehead. Whatever hair is left, I'm just gonna very lightly and gently tuck into the bonnet and then set the band up right around my forehead. A little bit of extra zhuzh, I'll give it a little head bang, just to get all of the curls away from the areas where I'm most likely going to be lying down in my sleep. Because I have a very small head, and this particular bonnet has a very wide band, it is prone to, well, to that. So, what I will do is I will take a bobby pin, just your everyday run-of-the-mill bobby pin. I'll open it up a little bit, and I'll slip it across the band, right up into a little of that front section of my hair. Let me make sure that I can see you guys properly. It's a miracle I can see! So, there you have it. Our lovely chic little bonnet is on and secure. Because it has such a wide band, no matter how much I toss and turn in my sleep, this sucker stays on my head. I have never had to worry about my bonnet falling off in the middle of the night. Plus, on that lovely silk pillowcase, satin on silk just glides back and forth. So I call the bonnet more of an insurance policy because it keeps all of my curls in one place. No more worrying about my hair slipping and sliding back and forth, maybe certain curls getting crushed in a particular area or pulled somewhere else. All I have to do is put the bonnet on, fall asleep, and wake up the next morning to take it off. And I'm ready to go. Satin bonnets definitely come in all styles, shapes, and sizes, and I will link a couple of options below. I definitely recommend finding one with a good elastic band. Depending on the size of your head, you may want to go for a slightly wider band or a slightly narrower band. Overall, just something that's gonna be tight enough to stay on but loose enough to not give you a headache. And you're gonna want to look for that nice, shiny, slippery satin material on the inside to keep your curls nice and preserved all night long. Of course, there are some days when the bonnet comes off, what's underneath is a little bit of a mess. Hazards of having curly hair. But those days, because there's been no frizz or breakage, this satin is keeping all of the moisture in my hair and just coddling my curls all night. All I have to do when I wake up is a nice light refresh. So, stay tuned for another video, and I'm gonna come to you with a few of my refresh techniques. So what do you all do to preserve your curls overnight? Have you tried a bonnet? Have you switched out your pillowcase yet? What other methods do you all use to make sure that your curly hairstyle lasts from your wash day all week long? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure you guys are following me on Instagram, so whatever you guys do to preserve your curls overnight, post a picture and tag me. I'd love to see what options you guys have for taking care of your gorgeous hairstyle. And that's it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate your time. If you haven't already, give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Plus, click that subscribe button and hit the little notification bell next to it to make sure that you don't miss a single thing that we have coming up on the channel. Thank you again for watching the Fit Curls, and we'll see you next time. Bye! I'll link my tag up below, so nope, not link. Right, Tiger? Is it creepy that I'm having my bear talk to you? Let's try that again. Oh, right. Is it awesome? Okay. And I slip it. Whoop! Bobby pin literally just attacked me from inside the bonnet. Yay!